Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today we're taking a look at Patrick Mahomes' AFC Championship game, the good, the bad, the ugly, everywhere in between, diving into the details. Let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. All right, Patrick Mahomes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My goodness, they had it rolling early. Well, just watch Tyreek Hill up top here. A little quick Nino in the red area again. Boom, right there. Maybe could have thrown it. Regardless, that's a straight up special play. Special throw, ridiculous catch, unreal speed on the back line. But I think this does start to potentially foreshadow maybe what were some issues. And I think it really starts with his Patrick Mahomes' eyes more than anything else. It felt like he was just kind of all over the place. And we can see it on certain plays. Now, this is a great kind of example of what he does and what he has done at basically an unreal level for a long time. But if we're running essentially an over here, and we're going to come up here with what I'm used to calling a quick Dino. A Dino is just a post corner post. And in the red area, you call it quick because it happens faster. So quick set to the corner, back to the post. To me, if he throws this thing, I don't know what, at the top of the H here, really depending on what this play side safety does, if he thinks he's got enough space and he drives Kelce, to me, you know, if you're in the quarterback room, that ball probably can get thrown there and you don't have to make this ridiculous catch right there, right out the break. I mean, I think so. I mean, that's open. Let it rip. Anticipate that. Let it rip. Maybe his eyes are on Kelce, but why would your eyes be on Kelce? There's nothing. I mean, there's 5 guys covering him. It's set up. I mean, you get the leverage you want. Let it rip. So that's what I'm talking about, just kind of foreshadowing to some things that now it works out because he scrambles to his right, makes a great throw, a fastball. Tyreek Hill makes an even better catch, going full speed on the back line. But can we just throw it on time sometimes? Like, where's he looking? So comes up. And looks like he's like, see how his kind of like head is moving all over the place? Like maybe he can't find him, but it's a great result. And it's been a great result for a long time. I'm not taking anything away from that catch, that throw, but could have been easier, I think. This is a great design here. Up top, we get a little double move, out and up, and this is a straight up dime. Beautiful throw. Nice tackle, too, at the end there. Lots to like here. If it wasn't there, you can see Kelce coming across on the over. Always nice to play it out if it's not there. Look at Kelce go straight rigor mortis right here. This is one of my favorite things. When wide receivers or tight ends are so eligible, they just keep their hands up when the ball's in the air. Like, he better catch it or else I'm going to look like I was wide-ass open. Dime. So design-wise here, you know, I always go back and forth. I know everybody loves this jet fly sweep horizontal motion to stretch the defense horizontally here. But when you do that, you lose Hill with any threat of a vertical down the field trying to take the top off of a defense. But so we come here, he runs like a kind of a jet sweep hook. Here's where the ball goes on that double move. Love it. If those aren't there, then we're going to get Kelce coming across on the over. So guessing this thing is just 1 to 2 to 3, and guess what? Everybody's open. Just great design, awesome offensive architecture. Love the kind of uniqueness that the Chiefs have the capacity to do with their speed, their creativity in this kind of stretch vertical passing game. I mean, look at Kelce. Now, I don't think the ball should go there. I think the ball should go exactly where it goes, but love seeing multiple guys open. That's the signature of a dynamic offense. But the arms up when you're open, keep them up when the ball's in the air. That's my favorite. That's a strong move. You got to make sure you're really good friends with the quarterback to put stuff like that on film. Next one here, 3rd and 2, touchdown. This is an interesting play for me. You know, yes, it works out, but again, it foreshadows to me about, you know, what exactly Patrick Mahomes is looking at. Now, again, this is a circus play. Great job. He gets out to his right. He's creative. He's got all sorts of arm angles, touch. Get a little Cody Rigsby there. Shake him, Kelce. But to me, the ball could just go to Tyreek Hill on time in the mesh and for a touchdown. We'll see it from the wide here, but Hill's coming from right to left underneath Kelce here. No to the rail. Yes, right there. Throw it to him. He scores. This is just mesh. And I'll draw it up from the wide, but we don't need this run around circus. Can we also talk about the pass pro here? Look at the right guard. So the right guard is helping. Love double teams in pass protection. He's got his eyes outside, though, to his gap. The right tackle falls over himself. Look at the right guard come to the rescue. See it? You see his eyes the entire time? Watch him just, boom! Get out of here, bro. And then you try to get up? No, don't do that. Nice touch, nice catch, nice finish. Nice shake. But just the scheme-wise here, like, just throw it where it's supposed to go. And, it's hard to say that because he makes so many plays outside the pocket. But sometimes you just can't count on those types of things. So normal mesh here. To me, you read this thing, rail right there, blue. Then we get this mesh element. Kelce's over the top. Tyreek Hill is underneath him, and that's 2. And then 3 is usually a deep hook over the ball. That's it. 1, 2, 3. And just, you tell me, is 2 open? Why are we not throwing it to 2? Why are we pumping? Maybe we're pumping to open up a Hill underneath, but he's open. It's like Mahomes is just playing it a little fast for me. Throw it to him. Like, Hill's looking around. He doesn't know why the hell he doesn't get the ball. And, all right, it's not perfect, but doing that's pretty damn sweet. Until teams don't let you do that. Again, just play it out from the back here. From Mahomes' timing footwork. At the back, 1, 2, 3, no to the rail. So to me, he gets off the rail too quick. He's off the rail. He's fake pumping right there before his back foot hits. So then he's fast playing everything else. So he comes back, and the mesh isn't ready yet. So play it out. Hitch, reset, mesh, yes, touchdown. Now we're in scramble mode. Get some good pass pro. And that's a beautiful throw and catch. Nice touch right up and over. Next one here. Another great shot. This is sweet irony for me. First of all, I love this shift. Fake the double shift, come back, split, 2x2, old school solo gun. Again, horizontal stretch. I love this over corner. I love it for a few different reasons. One, the sweet irony. As I'm making this video the day before yesterday, I installed this play for the course that's coming out, the full offense. Hopefully March 1st, but soon enough. And this play, sweet irony, I'll pose the question, what do you think I call this play? I'm going to give you a few seconds here. So this play to me is just an iteration of scissors. So scissors to me is just post, corner. Now, there's got some detail in this, and to me it's inside release, post, and then this is not really true scissors. To me, this is what I'm used to calling an over corner. So you're going to sell this over. The best ones get their eyes back, and then you're going to roll this thing out, and it ends up being scissor spacing, but the timing of it is a little bit different, and it's usually either tethered to play action or almost like quarter roll away. And the name of this play, Andy Reid. No joke. In the offense, it is Andy Reid. This is Andy. And the reason that is Andy is because I played against the Eagles a number of times, and Donovan McNabb would hit this damn route, booting away, quarter rolling off like under center, inside zone play action, and just go to work. And sure as hell, he's still doing it. It still works. It's outstanding. I love it. Watch Kelce's route. Sell that over. We get the horizontal movement. Sell the over. Come out of it, man. And he keeps his stride. He does a nice job keeping his stride running out of it. And just do him dirty. Outstanding. One more time from the side here. Just being able to see kind of the relationship of what it is with that post out of it. And they might not even be running a post. They might be running a deep flag with it too. That's next level. But just a really great job. They've been doing this. Andy Reid has been doing this forever. Love it now with the horizontal motion. Quarter roll away. It's just a thing of beauty. It's too easy. Outstanding offensive architecture. Nice execution. Next touchdown here. First and goal from the 3. This is a cool play. there looks like there is either some miscommunication or not everybody's locked in with exactly what this is. To me, this looks like he's trying to shovel it to the back. And if it's not there, you got the flat. Now, normally it's the reverse of that. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about normally when you're going to do any sort of like roll, and these guys do power, shovel, whatever, as well as anybody, you're reading the end man on the line of scrimmage, whoever shows up here as the outside guy. And normally when you have these flats, it's flat first, and if the flat's not there, then you want either a sniffer on the backside or the back that you faked it to come back underneath. So it ends up being 1 to 2. It looks like Patrick Mahomes does the opposite here. So he fakes it to the back, continues to roll, then he almost looks like he tries to get it to the back. It's not there, and then he like uses the flat as a check down, almost inverted from how I'm used to seeing this play. The other thing that's confusing about this play is, to me, is, what's going on with Hill? What's going on with Kelsey? Do they normally, if you do this type of thing, you're going to run a pass pattern off of this. So you run like snag with like a back line or an over, something. You don't just walk off the line of scrimmage. So, I can't tell you exactly what's going on. I can tell you that they're fortunate. This is not usually the effort you're looking for down here at the bottom or up top. But that's a nice catch. That's behind a guy. Unnecessarily difficult throw also. Okay, again, one more time. Fake the back. You can see the back come back. Like he's expecting the ball right there, right? It's not there, so it's just kind of an inverted read. But Kelsey either needs to be blocking or he needs to be running a route. Same with Hill. From the back end, you can really see the back action. Fake it to him, back underneath. See his hands up. He's ready for it. Nice catch. My goodness. Back hip, touchdown. Then we get the plays here right at the end of the first half. So I actually like the design of this. I don't love the execution of it. Certainly don't love throwing essentially a lateral in this situation where you tackle and it's end of half. But to me, the ball goes to Kelsey. So 2 things here. Either the details, the nuance of the execution is not great, and or probably both, the ball needs to go to Kelsey. So first here, I'm going to say that this is play action. Maybe someone can convince me it's an RPO. I don't think so. I think the ball is intended to go here as one option, and then the next option is, I like this flat route here if he gets his feet into the end zone. So if he comes across here and gets his feet into the end zone, okay, so lock in here on the and we go to school on the motion. So if someone's running with Hill, easy to see, right? They do so much motions and shifts. If someone's running with him, this player on a well-designed play will come up, give a quick outside fake like he's going outside release, and then come up and accidentally run intentionally into this guy. If we can get a pick here, or a rub if you play offense, that's a great play, because then it's Kelsey 1. If that's not there, flip it out to the flat 2. But we don't get that to the flat. This is essentially a wasted route, which I find that's hard to believe in an offense that has this much detail and excellence as far as their production. So first, let's watch Kelsey. Can the ball be thrown to Kelsey right there? Yeah, but it looks like he's not even looking at him. It almost looks like he's looking to the left for the same route. Now, if that route down here to the bottom picked Hill's guy or rubbed him, that's a great play. But if you're trying to get the ball to the guy down here, he just gets manhandled. That's no bueno. Got no chance. I don't like that at all. So again, if we're going to be, critical of some of this play calling, I think it's worth, at least exploring. Like, he looks like he's working 11 to the left, where, I don't think you have to be a personnel savant to know, let's make Kelsey 1 and Hill 2, and then sometimes let's make Hill 1 and Kelsey 2, especially in the red area. So second half, now we get into the real fun. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. And then if you're looking for even more Quarterback School content, have a bunch of different ways to get access to it. We've got the Quarterback School Patreon community, really an in-depth group that loves that deep dive, trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room, usually 3 to 4 videos a month. And then we've also got the absolute premium content. We've got the quarterback school courses, have a number of different courses. Those links are in the description. I appreciate the support for the channel. Let's keep it going. You know, what the hell is going on with some of these third downs? This is just Patrick Mahomes making things more difficult than they should be. I love this design. This is outstanding. What is Patrick Mahomes doing with his footwork? Now, you could say that anytime. I think he's got a tendency to make life difficult on him. But you could also say, hey, you know, JT, you're being a little critical, bro. That's a grounder of a snap. That's a bunt. Okay, we don't need to be doing PFP out there. Get lucky with the roll here, but I mean, what is what is that footwork? Now, it's hard to take anything, you know, 100% when you get a grounder of a snap, but I've never seen that before, ever. Why? For who, for what? This is a world-class design, though. I love this design. So what am I talking about? First of all, shorty motion. I love how they use Kelsey with this motion. I think he gets a lot of information from these little walk motions. We're going to come in here and run this whip arrow. Then Kelsey, where the ball ends up going, is going to come on the same path and come out to the corner. And then we're going to get Hill on the backside, running that over. I mean, y'all, that's a beautifully layered, got opportunities for man beaters all over the place. Third and short. Love it. So take a peek. No, not really third and short, third and medium. But Kelsey does him dirty. Oh. And yeah, could he have caught it? Yeah. But could he have made a better throw? Bigger, yeah. Could we have had a snap that's not a grounder? Yes. So it's all of these things. It's not just one. It's not just, man, why can't he throw it straight? Next one here. This time, 1st and 10, backed up. Eventually get to a twin look to the field. We've got double post up top. The ball has to go to the inside post. If it doesn't go to the inside post, it's got to go to Kelsey. You just can't lock in on Hill pre-snap. So he locks in on him pre-snap, which I'm not sure why. There's a post safety, right? That post safety staying over the top of Cheetah. The inside post is wide ass open. I mean, wide open. And he plays this fast. So what does that mean? That means he gets to the check down too quick. He doesn't allow this thing to develop. Watch his footwork here. He's doing karaoke back here. I mean, he gets away with these types of things sometimes with big chuck throws where you got the matchup, you look, and you're catching rhythm. But this is not a world you want to live in. That's beyond heel clicky. That's just being, you know, I don't know if sloppy is the right word, but it might be. It's just being a little reckless and unnecessarily difficult. You don't need to do that. Just come up, have a great base, and go through your reads and throw the post. And if you don't like the post, throw it to Kelsey. Kelsey's wide open for Kelsey standards. Instead, we're throwing little hand grenades to the check down. And yeah, it works here, but it's a pattern of him getting through these things too quickly. Him maybe isolating on one guy. So real quick, just the element of this, because these are big shots. Like these are shots he hits all the time. So that looks like where he's trying to go. This safety is not going to allow Hill to be able to beat him over the top. A post safety, that means a middle of field player, not going to happen. Normally you shouldn't get either post, but the inside post, because that safety goes so over the top, this is open. We got to throw this if we're looking at it. And if we're not, if we're looking, say we go just, we're locked in here one, this over or basic or whatever we want to call this thing, this is also open. I mean, these two guys are, for NFL standards, are wide open. And when you turn on the film and you see this type of stuff, when he's throwing the check down before he has to, again, just because it works doesn't mean it's right. So, I mean, you know, he's already throwing the check down. There's no pressure. He hits his back foot and he's looking to the check down before he gets to a second reset. Inside post open, Kelsey open. Whew. And I think it is a combination of just maybe where his eyes are. I mean, you know, again, watch the helmet. It looks like he's off the post before he even takes his second or third step. Like he's almost like flashing to the left with his helmet. Right there to Kelsey. Kelsey's not off the line of scrimmage yet, and he gets to the check down. I mean, that's just playing it too fast. And for whatever reason, we're stepping behind ourselves, throwing touch checkdowns. Just tough. Real tough to be consistently good like that. Next one here, 3rd and 6. Another critical third down here. This is another example of Patrick Mahomes kind of eyes letting him down. So it looks like he goes right to left to right, which is something you really don't want to do. And, for whatever reason, maybe he doesn't necessarily love the guys he's got on the perimeter right there as far as vertical threats. But to me, we've got many options. Right, left, right, back across our body. Still hits the guy in the hands. Would have been a really circus catch. But if we're being critical about this, I'm going to, and again, not in the room, so acknowledge it. It looks like we're trying to take a shot here. Looks like we're working a little over here, and we've got an in on the backside. Okay, so you don't have to be like a Madden superstar to realize with everybody breaking to the right, you're probably going to read this thing right to left. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? Let's assume that that's the case. This to me is a win. Okay, maybe it happens too late. Maybe you don't like the route, whatever. This to me is not open when you look at it. This to me is wide open when you look at it. So it looks like he goes no, 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 yes. And that's going to be tough. Just kind of all over the place. Just throw the dig down here. 1, 2, 3, you can play for me. Or up top, that's a win. If you get enough time, if that's another wide receiver they have, that's a big win. But just throw the dig. So see how he's off the dig before it's ready? Either the wide receiver's not going fast enough, which might be the case, or Patrick Mahomes is just rushing through it, which I think is also the case. No, no, back all the way across. Didn't have to. Again, one more time here, just taking a peek at, because the ball really needs to go to the backside dig if you don't like that up top corner flag route. Now, do I love the stem of this wide receiver down here at the bottom? Is he taking a sweet-ass time? Yeah, I don't love that release. I don't love that. But, get through it. Don't make life so difficult on yourself where you're going right, middle, left, middle. It's going to be hard, real hard. And again, what is Kelsey doing? I know he's not the primary guy. He's taking the edge off, chipping the edge. But, if you're going to use him like that, come on, bro. Come on. Don't do this to me. Right, left, right, middle, off platform. Damn. Then the interception here. I've heard people say that, this whatever, RPO. To me, this is 2x2 condensed stick inside zone. And I say people's, sometimes when it's an RPO, and you get tip balls like this, it's not really on the quarterback. To me, this is not good design. And to me, it is on the quarterback to a certain degree. Now, maybe they're allowing him to read both sides here, which I'm not sure why you would do that. But let's just first talk about what the play is. So again, I'm not in their quarterback install. I can't pretend to tell you what their meaning is here for these plays. But to me, this is just double stick out of condensed. That just means little 5-yard outs and flats. So if that's the play, and then we're running technically inside zone. But how you block it on the back end really matters too. This is almost zone read-ish because they end up leaving the C-gap defender. So sometimes if you do true RPOs here, you base block this or one-on-one block this thing on the backside. They don't do that. He's coming down on a backside. So this guy is unblocked. So if that's the case and that defensive C-gap player, whoever shows up here, because they pressure, is unblocked, you really need to be throwing that into the pressure. So you need to be coming up here. And again, I get it. It's easy with the clicker, but this is not like revolutionary football for me. But at the same time, just the design of double stick, mirror double stick on both sides, when would you ever throw this to the front side? It would have to be like a pre-snap look. You wouldn't be able to you wouldn't want to live in a world where you're riding this. And if you're riding this, technically the read is over here. And then you would want the throw over here. That doesn't make sense. We've got gaps in our logic of how we're constructing these things. If you're going to do this and you want to RPO it, let's RPO post-snap read to the side that we're reading. This front side is usually called like an access side or a gift side. If you love it pre-snap, you can just throw it. But he's definitely riding and reading here. So either we're making a mental mistake or this is bad offensive architecture. Probably both. But I mean, right? Like you don't want to, if you read up top, it's an easy completion. Not easy. I mean, you're into a cloud corner, stick, this ball's got to go to hill. But why are we looking to the left and reading to the left? We also probably have guys downfield. If that ever gets called. LOL. Nice tackle, though. But again, you know, you're not going to find someone who loves RPOs more than me. Maybe Dougie P, but that's about it. But, you know, why is he looking to the left? I just, oh, man. What a bummer. Just a bummer. You can see here, we're not blocking the C gap, right? Look at the right tackle. He's down and up to that inside backer. We got two guys coming off the edge. Whew. We got somebody for the dive and the quarterback. And we're playing the other side. I don't know. And that's a hell of a play by the D lineman too. Tip your hat there, but damn. And then this last one, you know, 3rd and 3, another third down fail here. To me, this is a few different things. This is just the final kind of straw as far as before the things go sideways in the fourth quarter and beyond. But, you know, this is an opportunity, I think, when you scramble right here. In the past, this ball, when Patrick Mahomes gets out to the right and does this, you know, he's played some hero ball here where this is Tyreek Hill, turns into a massive play. Or this play on the boundary, you know, in the league, if you're on the boundary, usually you step up and come back down inside the tracks. Tracks are these little lines on the sideline. Inside the tracks. The ball could go there. You know, we've seen these throws all the time. For whatever reason, it doesn't happen. And instead of throwing it away, we're taking unnecessary sacks versus a 3-man rush. So, I mean, you tell me. The ball could definitely go to Tyreek Hill here, right? If he sees him, maybe he doesn't see him. Down here at the bottom on the sideline, I mean, his eyes just seemed like they were, like he was playing too fast for whatever reason. There are guys open here, and he makes those throws all the time. But again, he almost flushes himself here and gets himself into trouble because the pass pro is great. They're in drop 8. We got double teams, triple team and a half. We got 2 double teams here, pass pro wise. We got a guy on the ground and 2 double teams, and they get a sack from this. So this is a quarterback sack. Tough. And just kind of encompasses many of the things that I think definitely bled into the second half as far as vision, timing, where his eyes are at, trying to make some, you know, hero plays that certainly have worked for years. But as these teams continue to develop kind of strategies to be able to somewhat temper the perimeter firepower for the Chiefs, you know, I think the Bengals did do a great job in coverage on the back end for a lot of these. But this is Patrick Mahomes getting himself into a little bit of trouble here, more than anything else. I mean, granted, you need guys to win, but how you turn that into a sack is tough when there's guys running open down the field. Tough. So a lot of things. So that is a wrap. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, things obviously went sideways after such a hot start early. But even the hot start, I think when you peel it back and you start really looking at the details, there were some concerning elements of some of those plays, whether it's the timing of it, whether it's the precision, whether it's where Mahomes' eyes were at. Now, certainly the dude is next level, really never seen that type of level playmaker ability. But sometimes let's just make it easier. And I think it has to continue to evolve that way for him a little bit while still being able to do what he does. I think there is a middle ground that for whatever reason felt like it just got looser than it had to be in this AFC Championship game. So let me know what you thought of the video. I appreciate the support. I will see you next time. Have a good one.